Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome to Shanghai, China for the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games. Some of the best action sports athletes come from all over the world right here to Shanghai, China. Right now I'm at the world famous Bund, where as you can see, thousands of people come here every day to do just this, sightsee. Well, we go to the Yangpu District and Jiangwan Stadium to catch all the great action.
This is my 29th year competing professionally, so obviously I've done something to sort of take it serious, but I think it's worked out for me because I just treat it like I'm doing it for fun. My bike is a Haro Lineage, which is like the latest Haro frame. Haro is like the first BMX freestyle brand. The guys up on the ramp are my friends. The crowd here is really into it, and I've got good memories from coming to Shanghai, so I look for this to be more of the same. I get up each day motivated for something, whether it's a new ramp you're building, a new spot you're riding, a new trick you're trying to learn. You can have the greatest session riding by yourself, and you can have the greatest session with 50 friends. So for me, I draw my inspiration from just the love of BMX.
Here comes last year's champ, Vince Byron.
Put on your seatbelt with this guy because he can fly.
Starting things off, catches some big air.
Huge over the channel.
Flare whip, kicking the frame around as he's upside down with a twist.
Oh my
Double
goodness.
tail whip on the wall, following it up with a Superman seat grab Indian. This is why he is your last year's champion.
Vince Byron putting on a show, going upside down, moving those bars, racking up the points as he goes.
540 tail whip. Wow, he can do no wrong right here. Finishing up with an opposite flare. Paul, incredible run from last year's champion.
Vince Byron, and they're showing 10s. He's trying to get to that 100 mark. Doesn't happen very often. He won't get 100, but he'll get a darn good score. Take us through it.
That's called a backflip tail whip. And here we go. The grandfather of BMX, 47 years young, absolute legend. Talk about inspiration,
Yeah,
Paul.
no doubt. He's been, you can see on his shoes, he's got Vans shoes on. He's been sponsored by Vans for a long time. And he is good to his sponsors, and hopefully his sponsors are real good to him because he is an ambassador for this sport. Dennis McCoy with a 79.67. We'll see what he cranks out on this, his second run.
Again, inverted right there. That's a 540 spin. He's got a ton of 5 variations. One-handed can-can. Can-can flare. Flare, another trick invented by Matt Hoffman. It's got to be so awesome for these guys to be riding right now. 900! Whoa, Paul! 900 out of Dennis McCoy. Of course, Matt Hoffman, again, the guy that brought the 900 to BMX, as well as the no-handed 900.
Here it is, Dennis McCoy throwing out a 900.
2.5 revolutions. Matt Hoffman pulled the first 900 in 1989, and it's still one of the toughest tricks on vert. Now what's going to be interesting here is Tabron is one of the other guys on that ramp that can throw 9s and he can do 900s consistently. the fact that McCoy threw a 900 out, is he going to raise the bar and throw a 900 as well? Let's find out. Simon Tabron in right now.
Simon sporting the white tires too on his bike.
Boosting some big airs. One-handed 540. Beautiful execution of that one. No-handed alley-oop 540.
Talking about alley-oop, he's actually traveling backwards.
Looks like he's setting up for something here.
1-footer.
Wow. Look, I guess that would be a look back can 540 right there. I had to think about it for a second. You don't see that one too often. Check this one out. One-handed 540, just controlling the spin.
Simon Tabron had a score of 84. He got an 84.33. Vince Byron, returning champion, the reigning champion. Once again, here at the Kia World Extreme Games, you see the camaraderie with all the riders. And the silver goes to Simon Tabron, and 47 years old, 29 years into the sport as a professional is Dennis McCoy getting the bronze medal. So how about it, Chad KWEG? Everybody, Michael out there, congratulating him. And all these guys had breakfast early this morning, and they came over in the bus, practiced for quite some time, warmed up on the ramp, and then of course, they are in competition together.
Good one. Thank you very much, sir. Hell yeah, boy.
Stay tuned, there's more exhilarating action coming to you after the break. Coming up, we'll be taking a look at some BMX Mini Mega. But first, let's take a look at Vince Byron.
I'd say my training routine's pretty relaxed. It's all at my own pace, on my own schedule, how I like to do it. So I know how dialed I need to be and how prepared I need to be for certain contests. So I'll practice, the certain tricks and stuff like that. I also like to try and stay fit and that sort of thing and play other sports, surfing, basketball, like whatever. Sometimes go to the gym when I have time, that sort of thing, basically, and always riding my bike in one way or another. My heroes growing up were like Matt Hoffman and Dave Mirra, and nowadays it's more of my friends and my peers that I look up to, and my inspiration, to keep people interested in the sport and that sort of thing. And it makes me happy when I see kids get excited about watching us ride, me and my friends and that sort of thing, and to bring new things to the table, new tricks and that sort of thing. That's always inspiring to do that. I always love coming to Shanghai. It's like my 6th time here, I think. Always a good crowd. Everyone gets really excited and gets me pumped up. So the competition also is, it's pretty strong. So I've got some guys to compete against, which is pretty good. But I'm looking to see what I can do to bring it back out on top.
And we get set for Colton Satterfield, who's crashed a couple of times.
He's going to turn it up here for sure.
He hasn't fully crashed.
There
He
it
stays
is.
on.
No-handed 360 backflip. 1, 2,
Whoa.
3.
That's-
Triple tail whip, Paul. That was huge.
Triple tail whip.
2 big tricks. 360 backflip no-hander. We called it an air traffic controller right into a triple tail whip. Watch his hands. They call it an air traffic controller because that's what those guys at the airports do with those the lights. They bring the planes in, and then this one, 1, 2, 3 times around, triple tail whip on the big quarter. That might be the best run of the day thus far.
Now we get set for Chad KWEG. Chad, here we go. He's got a bag of tricks.
Boom, a double backflip.
Double
Holy
backflip.
cow, right into a massive flare whip.
Wow.
We talked about it, Paul. All it takes is one rider to light the fuse. Colton Satterfield did that. Came out with an amazing run, and everybody following him is stepping up their game. Double backflip out of
crazy.
Chad KWEG, and then watch this one. 180 backflip with a twist and a tail whip. We call it a flare whip. KWEG so dialed at that trick.
So 2 really good runs, a 93.33. So that opens the door. Chad goes back into the lead. And the 91 a little earlier by Colton Satterfield really lit the fire, as Zach Yankush just mentioned, but Vince Byron could change it again.
You're absolutely right. We saw a brand new one that he attempted. Is he gonna go for it again? There it was, decade to Superman seat grab. Whoa, my goodness gracious, 540 double whip. Paul, we are seeing some incredible riding out of these guys. We have never before seen that. Decade to Superman seat grab. Traveling around the top of the bike, grabs it Superman seat grab style, gets back on, and then if that wasn't enough, let me throw a 540 double tail whip on the massive quarter pipe.
We've got Vince Byron, and he comes away as the defending and now still reigning champion here at the Kia World Extreme Games. And he ends up with a 94. Chad KWEG with the silver, and Colton Satterfield wins the bronze with a 91. And Vince Byron, the Aussie, just a super great guy. 2014. Don't turn that sucker on, he might fly away. 2014 Kia BMX Mini Mega World Champion. So how about that? Coming up, we'll be looking at some speed climbing. The BMX Vert final is in the books, and it was none other than Vince Byron, the returning champion. He comes back and he wins his second straight Kia World Extreme final. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the climbing wall. This should be an exciting bronze medal round and head-to-head competition. These two athletes obviously wish they were in the final, but Basama Wem has an opportunity, as does his counterpart, to win a bronze medal at the Kia World Extreme Games. That's a nice package to take home.
Definitely. And it's really anybody's match here. You've got the experience in the event with Yulianto, the pure power and strength coming from Bassa. There, watch Yulianto off the start. He's really fast, but Bassa must have had a little bit of a slip up at the start. He's way behind. He's gonna have to have his work cut out for him to get through. This is the part that he slipped on last time, but watch his power. He's just gonna skip those holds, and he passes Yulianto in the roof.
Whoa.
And who was it? Yulianto wins by 1/10 of a second.
Yulianto,
Incredible.
that was the closest race we have seen all day. Yulianto comes away with the bronze. And he
What
is
an outstanding
stoked.
match.
Two athletes going head-to-head. Sergey Sinitsyn taking on Aspar Jalolo. Sergey had the fastest time coming into this event. And he is ready. He has been the toughest climber to face all day.
Russian style is very precise. The Indonesian style, very fast and dynamic.
Again, timing doesn't matter. Just head-to-head competition. First person to touch a touchpad wins a gold medal, and they're off. Sergey on the left, Aspar on the right. Sergey with a little bit of a lead, but then Aspar starting to pass him.
But don't count out Sergey. Watch Aspar move through the roof.
This has been the difference maker all day right here. Sergey in second place. Aspar, looks like he's going to do it, and he does.
Incredible. Aspar just had a perfect run. Watch Sergey with a little slip right there. That left foot coming off of that tiny foothold, and that looks like that's what cost Sergey.
There is your gold medal champion for the 2014 Men's Speed Climbing Finals. Aspar Jalolo winning the Men's Speed Climbing Final here at the Kia World Extreme Games. Our final awaits, but we get set for the bronze medal climb. And two outstanding athletes going head-to-head. When you get set to watch this, which athlete do you like? You've got Alina, of course. She's a fantastic athlete. She thought she could make it to the final, taking on Yulia, last year's champion. Who do you give the edge to this to?
I think Yulia has the edge. She was a little faster this morning. She's last year's champion. She's a little bit more used to this whole format.
So here we go. We're off to a good start, especially on the left with Alina.
That's right, Alina with a great start. Remember, Yulia had that false start, so that probably held her up a little bit. Alina making quick work through there, but Yulia, I think we've got a good head-to-head right here.
Up onto the second roof, that's 1 meter wide. Yulia, who had oh, she slipped again.
She slipped.
It
looks like Alina is going to take it. That slip.
Oh, look at that. So the bronze medal. How about this bronze medal round? Yulia slips again. Alina takes advantage of it, and she is pumped up and winning the bronze medal in the women's speed climbing final here at the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games. What a great showing. Two outstanding athletes as we get ready for our gold medal climb. Tamara Kuznetsova takes on Tita Sapita. Tita won a silver medal last year. Experience might pay off right here. Tita Sapita on the right, and she has a little trouble as they get to the first roof. On the left, Tamara, a little bit of a lead there.
That's right, but the bottom section favors the tall climbers. You see how Sapita makes up some time through that gray blob. Now it looks like it's really
this is
up
going
to
to go
anybody
to the
here.
wire here. On the left, Tamara hits it first.
Oh!
Tamara Kuznetsova comes away with the championship, the gold medal. And at the very last second, she looks over, hits the touchpad, and she knows that she won it in under 25 seconds. Amazing.
Outstanding.
Tamara Kuznetsova, the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games Women's Speed Climbing Champion. Don't go away. There's more extreme action coming up after the break. Coming up, we'll be looking at some inline street. But first, let's take a look at Richie Eisler.
My name is Soichiro Kanashima from Japan. I'm 27 years old. I'm doing inline skating. Woo! We have a really good group, so it's like more just kind of really fun. Like we all just have a good time skating together. I got my own blades. I got to design them, so they fit me really well and work just how I like them to work. Shanghai, I like that it's big and crazy. It's like a melting pot, you know, like all the different influences.
You can be creative and there's no rules. You can just free your mind and just go. I think that's what inspires me doing it every time, because I have fun doing it. What do I like about Shanghai? There's a lot of things. I guess food, place, people coming to see like all your friends here, you know, in Shanghai. That's what makes like Shanghai trip more interesting, you know, and more fun.
Yuto Go-To is getting ready to go, our #1 qualifier. And we'll take a look at CJ's score when it drops in. And Yuto looking on. So an 80.67 for CJ. He's currently in second place.
Yeah, it's a good sign. I was curious to see how much the judges would penalize him for that fall at the end, and he still broke the 80s. Backside mistrial, 270 back in. It's a really
Huge.
cool way to start. Yeah, 360 into the bank. This is looking great. And then, see, he's still on his feet, but you can't miss those tricks.
Right. And you could tell he's a little dejected at that point.
Well, because he knows.
Yep.
You know, with 45 seconds, that's that great transfer to the sweat stance. But with only 45 seconds, you really can't afford to miss tricks. It counts. He went 450 to the backslide, and then getting monkey plant over the spine ramp.
Oh, gosh, did he save that for himself right there? Again, he's getting more and more frustrated. He waited till his third run of heat #2 to really blast a good run. Now we get set and drop it in with Soichiro Kanashima. All right, he's getting fired up. Let's see what he's got. His second run.
Well, he waved off the end of his last run, so let's see if that helps him try and save those legs. So far, so good. Fakie 360, true Macchio. Which, by the way, is not just a throwaway trick. That is a really impressive trick. One of the more impressive tricks out here. Transferring up to the alley-oop porn.
Up on that big box.
540. I love the style on that. So cool. He grabs the mute. Backslide transfer.
So Kanashima definitely putting on a better run than he did his first one out.
Yeah, and that's when we knew he was feeling it in the previous heat when he hit that 360 Macchio. There you go. Another true Macchio.
So Kanashima will improve on that 37.67. Good to see him get a good run in the books. And there's a good look at CJ.
What Yuto and Soichiro are doing that's helping them with their scores, the reason they have blasted to the top, is that the grinds that they're throwing in there are difficult. They're more difficult than the other guys. So this is what they have to compete with. Either you've got to bring more amplitude to offset those technical grinds, or you've got to add a little more difficulty in your grinds.
CJ's just flying around this course right now.
And that's what CJ has going for him. He has the most energy of any skater out here.
Definitely.
There he goes. He just stepped it up right there. He got a switch up on top of that sub box. He's switching it up now. These are all new tricks for CJ. We haven't seen these in any of the previous rounds.
This is what we talked about in the second heat. How much do you show? Well, he didn't show it all because obviously he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Fakie wall ride over the sub box, zero spin into the backside rail, 270 into the bank. This is a great run for CJ.
Oh, well, this is a very smart run.
It is. Yeah. That's what you have to. You have to give the judges an excuse to boost your score. You can't keep showing them the same run because they've already scored it a million times. You got to give them something new to look at.
Well, the final's in the books, and what a final it was. CJ Wellsmore, with a lot of strategy, comes out with some new moves that wins him the gold medal. Soichiro gets silver, and Yoto Goto from Japan, the bronze. And winning gold here at the Kia World Extreme Games, the 2014 aggressive inline final, is none other than CJ Wellsmore. I'd like to thank our partner DJI for giving us these great drone shots. I have one of these at home and they are fantastic. You get a hands on one, this is the kind of stuff you can do. How cool is that? Normally we'd have to whip out our own big helicopters, but now we've got the drone, the DJI, our partners here at the Kia World Extreme Games.
My inspiration is probably just all the guys I look up to and seeing them try new stuff and do tricks that don't even seem possible. I try new tricks and just try having fun doing them. So it makes it a lot easier when you're doing stuff and having fun. So I just like to have fun and work, I guess. I'm super stoked to come back because my experience so far has been so awesome. The up-and-coming competition is gonna be a good contest because of how many people are in it and all the good skaters. So it'll be fun, and I have all my friends here that I get to skate with, so that's cool too. So I'm looking forward to it.
First run, John O'Schwan, nice board varial with a backside 3. Huge varial 5 right there, and he's a little fist pump for the crowd right there, and John O'Schwan's got to be stoked on that run.
Wow, that's a fantastic run by John O'Schwan. Here you see the varial 540 way up there, spinning a rotation and a half and coming right back in. And Schwan, who leads it all right now with an 86.67, which rivals the best score of the day so far. Wood qualified first with an 86.67 in heat number 1, and here he goes.
Now Trey Wood needs to land something here. He's got to get a score under his belt. Backside 720, got it. See what he got, pumping on the quarter pipe. Oh, Trey Wood, I can't believe it, Paul. Just pulling that out. He's got to be stoked. Great shot of the crowd. That was an amazing run right there, just by the skin of his teeth.
Could be the highest score so far. Schwan has an 86.67. Wood with a fantastic run.
Let's go through it here. Backside 720, just barely pulling it. You see it tucking in and then onto the quarter pipe. Backside grab with a board varial 540 there, and then you see really compressing on the landing.
So there's the score of 92.33. So that is the all-time score right now to beat.
Excellent. Our first 90 of the day, so that's great.
90 plus,
yeah,
right? That's huge.
That's going to be really hard to beat for sure. That was an excellent run. But if there's anyone can do it, it's this guy for his 3rd run coming up. It's Andy McDonald.
Well, he hasn't landed a run yet that he's proud of with that 34. So let's see what he has here.
Coming over the gap, same thing. Frontside 180 with the board varial. And then nice, there you go. Andy Mack, I don't know if that's gonna be into the 90s, but that gives these guys confidence. When you land a run over the gap and then into the quarter pipe and pull it, that gives you a good score, and then you can build on that score.
Yeah, the score everyone's chasing, the 92.33 by Trey Wood. He qualified first. Take us through this one with Andy Mack.
Nice board varial with a front side 180, little sketch right there, but then coming in, nice mute grab, fakie to forward 5 there, and Andy Mack with a great run there. That's definitely gonna bump his score of 34.00 up.
And we'll take a look at Andy's score in just a second as we get ready for John O'Schwan. And Schwan with an 86.67. So right now, Trey Wood is a 92.33. Schwann with an 86, and he just got bumped down because Andy McDonald got an 87.
Nice backside 360 by Jono there. Huge! Oh! Jono Schwann, did you see that? That was amazing. Huge backside grab going for the 720, and I think he wasn't expecting to land that there. You see it. Look at the amplitude on this. Nothing but sky right there. Kind of come down and just can't quite hang on.
So there's a good look at it. Gold, silver, bronze, Wood, McDonald, Schwann. The Kia World Extreme Games will be right back with more heart-pumping action after the break. I'd like to thank our partner DJI for giving us these great drone shots. I have one of these at home and they are fantastic. You get a hands-on one. This is the kind of stuff you could do. How cool is that? Normally we'd have to whip out our own big helicopters, but now we've got the drone, the DJI, our partners here at the Kia World Extreme Games. Coming up, we'll be taking a look at some BMX Street. But first, let's take a look at Mikel Laren.
This will be my third time over here, so I'm looking forward to actually being able to progress a little bit more in the ranks and see what happens and have a good time. So I got a BMX bike. It's a 21-inch top tube, about 5 pounds, got 20-inch wheels. So I've been riding that thing for about 2 weeks now, so it's a new setup and pretty psyched on it, and love that I can have something just completely immersed in all the time, and I look to my left or right, and it's always one of those opportunities where they're doing something that I'm encouraged by. It might be the smallest detail, but I think that is a part of who I am and all my surroundings. This event's been awesome. We're really looking forward to coming back next year, and I think this is going to be an awesome week, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll move to Mikel Laren. who Zach has mentioned a few times, rides with a smile.
Always. And that's what BMX is all about, having a good time. Starting off like his previous runs, bar spin into ice pick grind. But Michael can attack the box jump like he's about to do right now. Yeah, nice tuck no-hander. Michael tucks his handlebars into his lap and takes his hands off. That's why we call it a tuck no-hander. Coming to the rail section. Feeble grind to 360 out.
20 seconds.
Michael's another guy that lives out at Woodward Camp in Pennsylvania, and he has the best training facilities in the world at his leisure.
Michael Aaron putting together a good run, and Kennedy's score of 30, and Michael finishing up his run really strong as time winds down. And that will not count. The judges, when they hear that buzzer, they immediately start to tabulate their scores, so they look down. But here, no looking down here. This is a great transition.
Throwing that downside tail in this one. 360 look back. He's spinning his 360 the opposite direction so he can crank a normal look back.
So Kennedy comes in with a 30. This is his second run.
Kennedy had a couple bobbles in his first run. There you go. Switch hanger, foot plant tire slide. 3-trick combo, nailing that one.
Again, they get 45 seconds on the street course, and sometimes that definitely has an effect as you get into the third and fourth run. One, if you're in pain. Two, if you're tired.
Exactly.
And then the other would be, hey, you know, have I put together that good run yet? Wow.
Nice pedal grind. That's a new one for BMX. Only guys have been doing pedal grinds only for a couple years. AK getting a good solid run right there. Pulled some good tricks.
Alex Kennedy waiting for his score. He had a 30 his first time out. And he gets a 37.
Okay, Kevin, tonight is the main for the chin stall. And here we go, Kevin Rosen now coming in for his second run.
Well, Peraza is on fire right now. He needs a big run here. Nice. 360 downside tail whip. Untable 360 tail whip coming the other direction. Little back tire bonk on the quarter coming in. Over tooth hanger.
Well, Peraza doesn't seem like he's even flinched by the pressure of qualifying number one.
Now, the thing about Kevin, what I really like about his riding is pressure never really seems to get to Kevin. He just wants to have fun on his bicycle, getting the 540 in there right there. 180 tail whip, nailing that one. Great run for Peraza right here. Throwing a nice flare. Foot jam tail whip, nose pick at the buzzer. Great run for Peraza.
Peraza finishes up strong, and he is currently in the lead. Our podium winners, Kevin Peraza wins gold, silver goes to Michael Laren, and Alex Kennedy with the bronze.
This is like a magic carpet, and what you do is you stand right here and you go for the ride of your life. Inspiration in skateboarding these days is just being able to continue to progress it. You know, there's infinite variations on which way your board can flip and spin. The progression of skateboarding is what inspires me to keep doing it, just learning more things. Most of my heroes these days are guys that are older than me that are still skateboarding and still making a living skateboarding. Guys like Tony Hawk and Steve Caballero and Lance Mountain are still doing what they love to do and really pushing the boundaries of how long you can do that. I've always enjoyed coming to China. This is my 9th trip to China. I can't wait to make it 10.
The skateboard vert final is getting ready to get cranked up. So here we go with Wilkins, and you see Beckett's score of 39.33. It's based on the 100-point scale, so he got a little bit of credit before the fall.
Nice big backside tweak there. Jimmy Wilkins, backside tail 540 there and a stalefish grab. A lot of different tricks, and that's what I like about Jimmy Wilkins. Makes it just look so easy with that big backside air.
Jimmy getting some air out of the pipe.
Nice.
And it's a fast ramp today because it's not super hot.
These guys just getting it going. 30-second runs, and he does it. That's going to be a great run for him. He's going to have a really good score. You see Beckett's score with a 39.33, and Wilkins is definitely going to better that as we check out the replay here with an Indy 540. Nice and smooth. There he goes on his third run. Ronnie Gomez coming out of Brazil, looking super smooth. Big 540. Major air out of the ramp. Some amplitude is what we call that.
Emil, talk about where they land on the transition and what that's all about.
And he wants to land way up on the transition next to the coping so he can get as much speed for the next wall and get some air on the next run. And they want to build that through the run.
That's absolutely correct. That definitely the transition coming down is so important for the speed of these skaters, and he's going to put together an entirely great run here. Holding on.
Wow, that was a switch frontside flip right there, and you know he's got to be stoked right there. Ronnie Gomez, and you can tell the crowd's stoked too.
You know, he is such an ambassador for the sport, an exciting skateboarder. So Ronnie Gomez finishing strong.
Nice switch.
He barely
frontside
held
flip
on.
and pulling that in there. Amazing right there.
His last trick was almost like in slow motion. I was wondering if he was going to get his hand back on the board, and he did. So here we go with Andy Mack, and Andy Mack could change things up at the top of the leaderboard. The score to beat is 87.67 right now, still with Ronnie Gomez to go.
What Andy Mack needs to do right now is land every trick that he knows how to do and create some excellent amplitude here on this big vert ramp. Nice backside air, super smooth to start it off. Varial 5 there, looking good. Kickflip Indy. He's got a deep bag of tricks and all kinds of different maneuvers.
540, which he could do in his sleep. Probably rolls over in bed and does a 540.
Yeah, Andy Mack getting his run going. It's definitely better than his last two runs. Varial back 5 there. Yeah, with the lean varial there. He's all kinds of tricks. Whoa, Andy Mack really putting a great run together there with a backside crail slide there.
Over the channel, he is excited. Salutes the crowd. Will that have a difference? Is that better than 84 that he had in his first run? And he's feeling it right now, no doubt about it. Take us through it, Emil.
Right here, nice 540 with the mute grab coming in at the top of the transition, getting ready for this next one. And then this move right here, completely upside down there, Paul. Great shot there, and excellent moves by Andy McDonald.
So Andy McDonald still waiting for his score. He got an 86, so that changes things up a little bit. Jimmy Wilkins, the gold medalist. Ronnie Gomez gets the silver, and Andy Mack from USA gets the bronze. Jimmy Wilkins, the 2014 skateboard vert gold medalist here at the Kia World Extreme Games. Don't go away. There's more extreme action coming up after the break. Coming up, we'll be looking at some skateboard street. But first, let's take a look at Jagger Eaton.
Hi, my name is Jagger Eaton. I'm 13 years old. I'm from the USA and I skateboard. When I was 4 years old, my dad built me a mini ramp in my garage and I just couldn't stay off my board.
When I was 7 years old, I got my first board. Once I got it, I could never stay off it when I started riding it. I loved it that much.
I feel ready. I feel like I just want to come here and have fun. I mean, I'm in an awesome city. I'm in an awesome country. I'm just excited to be here. My inspiration is my dad.
My brother's in the same competition as me, and I mean, I get pretty nervous when I skate against him, but I always have fun with him. I love Shanghai. It's a beautiful and awesome place, and I hope to come back soon.
First run here in the finals, Jordan Hoffert. Nice front side nose blunt over there. It looks like a lot of these guys are choosing kind of the same run, and that's pretty smart to get it going here. Nice front side ollie, Jordan Hoffert getting it going here. Nice front side lip slide over the rail.
Austin Seaholm with a 79. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Skateboard Street Final here at the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games. And they are judged on creativity, style, difficulty of tricks. They get 3 runs each at 45 seconds a crack, and you take the highest score.
That was a nice ollie up to 5-0 on the flat rail with the big ledge over on the other side. Whoa, all right, Jordan Hoffert having a way better run. Look at that, all the tricks that he was trying in the previous heats, he's actually landing now. So this is gonna be a great run for him.
Whoa,
Whoa!
Nice, hanging on. So here we go with Sagari, and he has an 82. He's currently in the bronze medal position on the podium.
Nice backside Smith grind there. He's going to kind of do his same run with just a little bit of a variation. Nice big spin to rail to fakie on that one. Getting it going and trying to bump up his score a little bit. Looks like he's in a little bit of battle with Seaholm right now. Wow.
Yeah, he is. Nice move. And every technical trick adds important points, especially down rails.
Nice Smith grind down there. You see what we talked about before, Paul. Just effortless, makes it look so easy.
Yeah, Austin Seaholm looking on there, and he knows that Sagari is right behind him.
Trying to get it going. Maybe he has something here on his last trick.
Whoa! There it is.
Switch. Front side lip. Wow, he's got to be stoked at it. That's the first time he's done it all day. You see Hoffert and Seaholm congratulating him on that one. I think he just made that up right on the spot.
That's amazing. That was a really good trick to end his run.
Switch, flip to front board down there, and when we talk about switch, he's going backwards normally in a regular stance, so that's a very difficult trick. Now Jagger needs to do a little
91.33.
Wow, amazing. Jagger needs to do a different run here. He's going to have a little bit of a hard time if he does the exact same run because the judges want to see some different tricks. Nice back lip slide there.
So Sagari, 91.33, our current leader.
Wow, that was an excellent run. Nice Jagger front backside 360. He's got that trick on lock, Paul.
Yeah, he does.
Getting it going. Jagger's trying to get something going here. Trying to bump up his score. Nice K grind there. Blunt kickflip, got it, and can't quite pull out there, but comes up back on it, and a nice little upper to the top of the run and trying to get it going again.
That was a great run by Sagari, and now Eaton's trying to ride.
Wow! Hard flip back lip right at the buzzer. That is a difficult trick there, Paul, for any skater, no matter your age or your ability. That is a very difficult trick. We're going to check this out again. You see he goes the hard flip and then into the backside lip slide. That's a great trick there.
Congratulations goes out to Rio Sageri for winning gold medal here on the Skateboard Street Final. In silver, Jagger Eaton, and in bronze, Hufford comes away with the win. Kia World Extreme Games continues with our Kia Tricks of the Day here in the skateboard vert ramp. They're putting on a show in front of thousands of people here in Shanghai, China. Annie McDonald giving it up.
When I was 2, I started skating because my dad just put the skate on my feet. I have a skate park in Kobe, Japan, so you know, it's like my backyard. So I'm skating every day. I'm doing the demos a lot with another professional BMX and skateboarders. So, and I usually get the inspirations from them. In the contest, me and my young brother Takeshi always fighting in the contest.
.85.67 Takeshi. Eito dropping in right here through the channel. He will sky high as well. What will be the difference in these two runs? We'll find out.
So here we go. 1080 California roll. That's one of Eito's signatures. He's got a lot of signature tricks.
Huge crowd on hand, appreciating every move these skaters do.
He put in that 720 with that late rotation, the last 360 rotate late. Here's
Double
a double back. First double back we've seen in the contest. And the skaters were talking about the small transitions here, the tight transitions, makes those doubles a lot scarier. It's a lot less forgiving. There's a lot less margin for error.
Top that. Eito says, here you go, the double back. So hard to do. Coming back into the ramp backwards.
Yeah, and remember, Takeshi fell on his last trick. Eito finishes with a double back.
Takeshi Yasutoko with an 85.67, currently in second place.
Look at this air, huge rocket. Oh my goodness, and laying it out on the what would normally be a Viking flip, but no grab on that.
Just traveling huge panels.
There's the double flat spin that comes out forward with that 180 at the end. And then here's where he can separate himself. 360 into the frontside royale, switching into an alley-oop topside, and then look at this, zero spin into the misfit. So if he sticks this, if he can hold it for 30 seconds, that's going to be the top run.
Great run for Takeshi Yasutoko.
I feel very confident saying that that's going to be a top run because not only did he go higher than anyone, but what he did on the coping there, he was taking a lot of chances. There's a lot of risk, and the judges know that, and they appreciate it, and they're going to reward it. So here he is. He never gets the grab, just completely laid out, but it looks so dramatic. I mean, you can't fault him for it. And here he does. He gets the Liu Kang grab on the double flat spin.
Nikolai Neitnoff has an opportunity to shake up third place right here.
Let's see what happens. He showed at the end of his last run, he tried that spin to grind over the channel. If he goes for that again and hits it, he's going to be moving up in the standings.
He needs to get above a 79.67 to get on the podium.
Here's his first pass over the channel. Carved that backflip, lands right on the edge. He's going to try and come back the other way. He's got to set up for it. And if he can... This is the key to the podium. This is the key to this run right here. 450 backside royale. A little sketchy, but he lands it. So this one's going to have to go to the judges because he got what he wanted. It took him, I think, a couple of extra walls to set up for that. But he did hit it.
Hey, congratulations to Nikolai.
Nice.
Wow. You saw, remember in his third run, he didn't hit it, and he comes back and hits it, and he is gassed. So nice run over the channel, Arlo.
There it is, yeah, 450 to backside royale. He didn't quite land in the royale. 1 foot got held up. It was almost a stuck backside.
There's Takeshi getting his gold medal. His brother won it last year, but the score of 90 qualifies him for that gold medal. So congratulations to them. They have been at the top of the podium for years, and it's going to be very interesting to see who and when knocks them off the podium. Once again, some of the greatest action sports athletes in the world have come and gone to Shanghai, China. The city is still buzzing with all the great memories these athletes leave us with. Until next year, I'm Paul Higgins. Thank you for watching the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games from Shanghai, China.